It's very different from other Vivaldi, well, I haven't done that many Vivaldi operas, but the other one that I was here in Krakow with last year was Bayazet, which is a Vivaldi opera, but it's also a pastiche. It has a lot of Giacomelli, Haas, other composers involved. This one also, I believe, is a bit of a pastiche, but it's more real Vivaldi music. And there's a big difference in the styles. The Bayazet was much more complex, and I think as an artist, as a singer, I've been used to doing more complex music throughout my career. So it's really nice to take a step back and do something that on the face is very simple, but that gives you a lot of opportunity to fill with emotion and with just the thought process of the character and show the different colors of the character. I do like the role of Antiope. She's the head of the Amazons, and so she's quite a powerful figure, and yet she has a large range of emotion throughout the opera. Her daughter is taken prisoner by Ercole and his men, and that kind of throws her into a panic, and I think she's very surprised by that reaction in herself. She expects to be the one who is always at the head of all the other women going off charge, you know. And her reaction instead when she finds out that her daughter has been taken hostage is she's stunned, and she's kind of very much taken aback. She doesn't know what to do, whereas all her colleagues and her sisters go off trying to save the daughter. So there's some interesting kind of character study there. And then towards the end, I think the figure of Ercole and of Alceste become, and of Teseo also become more prominent, and she kind of steps back as her world changes into something where the men are allowed now into the society. I mean, they've broken into this society that was exclusively women, and so her role, her position is compromised. So you kind of feel her fading away as the opera goes on, I feel. I do like performing Vivaldi. Like I say, there are a lot of differences in his style. He has some very fast-moving, very instrumental styles that probably are the ones that are most associated with the composer. But then the music that I have in this piece is, like I say, a very strong contrast to what I'm used to doing. I do enjoy, I think I have to say, just because of my character, I'm more of a, I like the fast-moving music and stuff, the coloratura and things. So I have a lot of fun on the instrumental type pieces that he does. And they're very different from Handel. They're very different from the other Baroque composers. I think probably because he was a violinist. The way that he wrote, the violin is so similar to the voice, the phrasing, because you have the bow that's very similar to the breath. And just, I don't know, there's something very similar, and it's really special to work with Fabio Biondi then also because he's on the violin, and I always have felt that there's something, a kinship between conductors who have either been singers or violinists that's very different from people who are on the cembalo, for example, or just from other backgrounds. There's kind of a synthesis there between the voice and the violin, or someone who has already sung before. So I do enjoy the Vivaldi style very much, and I have to say I probably enjoy it. I enjoy singing it more than I enjoy singing Handel, probably even, because it's more fluid for my voice, for my vocality. It's easier to sing. I have great memories of Krakow. Last year when we were here with Bayazet, unfortunately we've always been here on tour, so we've been traveling one day singing, the next traveling singing. So I enjoy my hotel here in Krakow very much. The airport was lovely, the people were wonderful. The hall, I have great memories of the hall with wonderful acoustic, which is always something. As an American, I always appreciate having a hall with a great acoustic. The halls in the United States are usually very, very huge, and so for this Baroque music, which ends up being one of my specialties, there are very, very few performing venues that are good for this kind of music in the United States. So I really love coming here and finding a hall like this where you can do anything, and it just, oh. And the audience was wonderful last year, I remember as well, so I'm looking forward to it.